hit the button. We're
Button
recording.
has been pressed.
Come on in, folks. We see you out there, even if we're not here.
Not really here right now, but we are.
I need to put this up again. No chat reading today. Just be nice. Be nice in the chat, please. Mind your manners.
That's right.
We are a pre-recorded program today. This is the Sunday Funnies for, what is it, the 18th? 16th, 17th, 18th. Yes, it's the 18th of August.
It's my dad's birthday.
Cool. Happy birthday to your dad. All good.
Yeah.
Wish him the best, even though we've never seen him. So.
Well, no, I can't really wish him too much right now. He passed away back in 2018.
Well, then we won't see him.
That's right.
All right.
And my birthday's the day before.
Oh, is it? Well, cool.
Yeah.
Happy,
It's the 17th. He's the 18th.
Did you have a good birthday yesterday?
Very good. Yeah, it was very enjoyable. I played D&D.
There you are.
Happy birthday.
We should always do what we love on our birthday.
Yeah. Of course, when we actually get to that date, like games canceled, the world falls apart. It's like
screw the rest of the world. We should be okay. The sunspot's not going to get here until at least Monday, so it's all
That's
good.
true. Yeah, we'll be good.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
All right. Running the opening. We're all here. We're all here to look at a great book this morning, folks.
Mm-hmm. It's Sunday. We're looking at the Bible.
Since it's Sunday, and we're looking at the Bible. Yep. Here's the opening. That is not the right opening. That still wasn't the right opening, but it'll do. Come on in, everybody. It's Sunday Funnies. Come on in. We've got a great, like I said, a great book. A DC Treasury edition of the Bible. We're going to take a look at this morning. We're glad you're here. We're sorry we can't read your chats this morning. We are pre-recorded. Both Russ and Glenn have plans this morning, so we decided to record early just so that they could be on the show. And Allison had a birthday last night, and we're not sure what condition she'll be in either. So it's all good.
Probably the same as always, because I'm pretty boring.
A D&D campaign runs into a tavern. You'll never know. Anyway.
That's true. I mean, Ales and Horse. That's the way it is.
Joining us this morning for this great look at the book, Allison. Allison, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Allison, the Alley Cat. I write, draw, create, do comic-y stuff. I have a show on Fridays called Arting with the Alley Cat on the Indie Comics Network. I can be found on just about all the social media stuff, except for the one that changed its name from something cool like a little birdie to a letter. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty much everywhere. Give me a follow. Shoot me up for something. It's all set. I'm also open for commissions.
All right. Also joining us this morning, Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. My name is Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. I spent 40 years in graphics, marketing graphics, and advertising graphics. I've written 12 books on varying subjects. I've drawn many licensed characters throughout the years, and I've published quite a few magazines, and I even interviewed 3 men who walked on the moon. So I've been around a bit.
All right. And finally, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Russ Leach. I'm a comic book artist from the UK. Done a few things in here and there. Done a few bit of this, bit of that. Right at the moment, I'm writing and drawing my own books, or Randy's writing them. I'm drawing them. And we're focused on the Atlantean, which is the further adventures of Cull and Brawl, the Robert E. Howard characters, and it's from the point where the Shadow Kingdom ends. You can pick up that book over at Arrow Comics Arrow store, arrowcomics.store. There you go.
Comics
And there will be
store. Yes.
there will be retail versions soon and an artisan version soon, and we'll let you know about that. The best way to find out about all the work that I'm doing with Randy and otherwise is to go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list, and I'll let you know where those copies are, where the retail versions are, and what's coming next. russleach.com, sign up for the email list.
All right. And I am your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work over at arrowcomics.store. Find a lot of other great titles as well. So go over there and take a look. We do books that we strive to entertain and just have fun. So you'll find books like Soul Tack, Chrome Dog, Hero Bot Zero, Paragon over there for your reading enjoyment. So go over there and take a look. That's arrowcomics.store. Let me edit my name. You don't need to be staring at that this whole time. We've got better things to look at. This is DC Limited Collector's Edition. The most spectacular stories ever told from the Bible. It is number C30 in the Collector's Edition run. I believe it was C30. C36, sorry. July of 1970. He said quickly, opening it up. 1975. This is a well-loved copy, by the way, just so you know. There'll be pages folded. There'll be little dents here and there. But it's a great, great book. Probably, I think, one of the greatest wraparound covers ever on a comic.
Wow,
How great is that?
Fantastic.
Joe Kubert.
It's definitely Kubert. That's so good.
Doing amazing,
Wow.
amazing work. We'll see a lot more of Joe's work here in the future on Sunday Funnies and on Comics by Night that we do also on Friday morning, 5 a.m. live. The interior for the book is done by Mr. Nestor Redondo.
Oh, look at that.
That is great.
That's somebody who knows how to draw.
Isn't it?
It's probably
Okay.
pretty mildly.
Can we
Wow.
see it all right? Are we okay there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, it's great.
It's beautiful.
All right. Good. Then I'm not going to try to adjust the camera at all.
Don't
Leave it alone.
do it.
Nothing. Oh, you crazy person.
All right. Little opening. Kids are asking Grandpa for a story. It's not very nice to tease your sister, David. Gramps, Hannah really believes all those stories they told us in Sunday school about God and the Bible, stuff like that. Stuff like that.
Do we not have any indication of the letterer? Because they never get a mention, do they?
Not really.
No,
Then it
no.
seems.
Not that I know of. Unless there's a credit panel farther in. There might be.
Look at that. Fantastic,
It's
isn't
a
it?
big old lettering, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I think it was meant to be a regular comic.
Do you reckon this is the size of the artwork?
I think it'd be probably pretty close,
1-to-1, yeah.
judging from the line weight here. If not, it's just a slight decrease.
Which would be maybe why the text is quite so large as well.
Could be, yes.
Hmm.
Made to be looked at smaller.
Probably
The subject matter and DC's changing attitudes have kept this from being reprinted. As far as I know, it's never been reprinted. Do you know of it ever being reprinted, Allison?
I thought it was reprinted in the 80s. Because didn't it originally come out in 1975?
Yeah, this is the 75 version here.
I thought they reprinted in the 1980s, but I'm not positive. I thought it was. I'll look it up. Now I'm
Look it up on
curious.
eBay.
Look at those lovely horses running against that background.
Yeah.
Horses. They're
Horses.
tough.
There is a hardcover version of this book out that Amazon currently has. It says it was printed in 2012. So
Yep, there's a 20. I just found the 2012 version.
give me. Yeah.
Another one that I have is 1975.
Sheldon Mayer is the author. Kubert is listed as the first illustrator, and Nestor Redondo listed as the second illustrator here. Let's see who printed this. DC printed it back in 2012. What do you know? 60 pages
Wow.
in hardback. So it's still available on Amazon. It's there for $36.01. Buy new.
That doesn't sound that bad.
So yeah, here we go. 60 pages, 1.62 pounds. Sheldon Mayer. 69% 5-star reviews. So here we are.
The artwork is gorgeous, and it's like worth it just for that.
Yes. That's the main reason why we're looking at it today. It's this great work. Going all the way back, starting with the creation. Let there be light. As my camera seems to be out of focus. Look at that. It's throbbing.
He's trying to find the light.
It's throbbing from the Big Bang.
Something's sending you a message.
I guess.
That's a little weird.
Wow. That is weird.
That's odd.
That's not good at all. It's got a heartbeat.
It's just messages from the beginning of time for you. So
Must be how odd.
turn the page, see if it makes a difference.
Nope. Yes.
Stop.
How weird.
So it's the Big Bang.
The heartbeat of life, folks. Bump,
Here you go.
bump, bump. Wow. Don't ask me to explain it. Just some beautiful water work here. But
It's the universe sending us a message.
it must be. We'll
Yep.
continue on here.
There you go.
How strange,
Look at that. This is wonderful artwork.
isn't it? Just fantastic stuff.
Are they sharks, though? They look a bit weird.
Oh, don't forget
My-
the sharks from 20 million years ago. So
Yeah, they look shark otters.
My 3-year-old granddaughter could probably tell you the technical term for that creature right there. She's into dinosaurs like you wouldn't believe.
It's big.
the big one.
What kind of
big
dinosaur
one.
is that? Big? Yeah. There you are.
That would eat you in one mouthful. Gulp.
Yeah.
I don't even think it would need a full. I don't even think you would fit the full mouthful. You would just be you and like all of us.
Sprinkled in. Num 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 num.
I think in the megalodon you could fit like 6 men inside the mouth of one or something like that.
Megalodon. What a name
there
that is.
And there were bigger versions of it before.
What, megalodons?
Yeah,
I forget-
ultra megalodons. Yeah.
Oh, ultra megalodons.
something like
And then
that. I forgot what the hell they're
super
called.
ultra megalodons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super
Go for that.
ultra megalodons.
That too.
Big. Is that a turtle? No. It's cool.
Is it big? Yeah, it looks like a big turtle.
Does.
Well, that would kind of make sense. They're one of the oldest creatures on the planet.
You've got the big rhinos with 2 horns. They're great, they are.
Triceratops.
Wow, look at that.
That's the trendy thing to be these days. Biceratops.
Triceratops. Exactly. It's-
And who knew Adam was blonde? Here we are.
Who knew? Yeah, there you go. And European.
and European. Yeah. This is what they call strategic nudity, folks, right there.
It's funny, Ricky Gervais talking about this when he says on the third day God created light or something, and he said it. And he's amazing because he did the first 2 days in the dark.
Yeah.
It's just fumbling for the pull cord switch is all.
Where the
Wonderful.
hell did I put that thing?
Exactly.
Wonderful sketch
dark.
work.
Just beautiful.
Loving
here.
the lines on the
Yeah.
body of Adam. It's just like it's really
Yeah.
nicely done.
Yep.
I like the way he's blonde and blue eyed.
Yeah. Well,
He's
of
German.
course, blonde and blue eyed. What else would he be?
He's
Sure.
German. They hate the Germans. They bombed our chip shop.
Oh, Middle Eastern legend. Get a white guy.
The Garden of Eden.
God, look, so lovely.
More strategic nudity, folks. Here we are.
Yeah.
Until they bite the apple. They were running
She's-
around in the nude.
She's giving him a bit of a ribbon there.
Yeah. Or he's giving her a bit of a ribbon.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to go that way.
Uh-huh. Also blonde, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
of course.
Nice long hair, though.
Lovely lighting in that page.
Great the
It
way
is.
it's not drawn the top of a leg, isn't it? Just done it with
Mm.
the beams coming down.
Yeah.
But also on Adam there, on the lighting on his face and his chest.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The
brilliant.
second panel on the left page. Is it me, or does he look like he has multiple boobs?
Multiple what?
Boobs. He does,
Boobs?
yeah.
He's got a very long rib cage.
Yeah, it's got a low rib cage.
Very long and low rib cage there.
We've evolved since then. Also, probably before the apple, right? So, oh, yeah, he's got to have an extra rib for Eve. There you are. That explains it.
No. That's the rib that we've still got. We didn't lose it. It's the floating rib, isn't it? It's the 13th
Is it?
rib. Yeah.
That's the
Well, rib.
That's kind
what
of
they-
sexist. We blame
it was
that
just
one
like,
on the
oh,
woman.
you've got a floating rib, so that must be the one they made Eve with.
I have a feeling the chat's going to light up today.
Oh God! I think we picked the perfect book.
for no
We'll never see it.
chat reading. No. Yeah.
Hmm.
Onward we go.
Just
Strategic tree right
just
there.
to clarify for anybody out there in Chatland or anybody watching this on the rerun, we have no hard and fast opinions on being an atheist or being extremely religious. You do you. Okay.
Exactly.
Very much so. Yes.
Any comments we may have, please take in jest.
Yeah, we're just having fun with it.
Right, all done. We can get back on with this rubbish.
That's right.
Exactly.
The branch hiding the other branch right
Yeah, another bit of strategic nudity.
Yeah.
I often hide behind branches when I have no pants on. Or twigs, whatever's required.
That's what we call hide the wiener.
Hide the
wing-
wiener.
hide the sausage in the twigs.
The hand that
Yeah.
the hand that he has. It's another strategic placement.
It's like, oh my god, it's so bright.
There he is.
Must be that blonde hair.
Must be. Our little snake here has feet.
Don't worry, I'll go and get some of these leaves and make a green merkin.
Yeah. It's nice. No lines here on the feet.
Mm.
Also saves you the trouble from having to draw toes.
Oh, it's
I
8
think-
sets of legs.
I think
7
this
sets
guy
of
can
legs.
draw toes.
I think so too. Yeah. Pretty sure he's
Probably.
good.
I'd say there's a strong chance he could draw some toads.
I would say so.
There's 7 sets of legs on that serpent, so he's not gone for it being a snake. It's just a
7 is the
It's more like
heavenly number.
more like a sea serpent, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's more like HR Puff and stuff.
Cecil.
Kind of like a
Cecil.
dragon.
Yeah, it's like Cecil.
Cecil didn't have any legs, though. He was a hand puppet. But that's another story for another time.
Or
I don't want to know anything about your snake hand puppet.
show me on this snake hand puppet with a man.
Word.
Don't tell me you've never seen a Beanie and Cecil cartoon.
Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah,
having fun with it. So
Yeah. Some of the smartest cartoons for kids ever. Anyway.
Wow.
Oh no. What are they? Are they yams?
Yeah, not quite an apple, but
No.
Yeah. they picked it from the wrong tree anyway.
Oh no.
He says, tastes like chicken.
That's a proof that God exists, because everything tastes like chicken.
That's
It just run out of flavors.
They definitely picked the wrong fruit. Everything went black or dark all of a
Yeah.
sudden. Yeah.
Wow.
They're ashamed of themselves. Yeah. I was hiding, Lord. I hid myself because I was naked.
I like the way that they've got the answer to everything. Like she says, if we tie them together, we can make aprons. Like you'd say, what's an apron? Well, where did she get that from?
she invented it out of wholesale cloths.
Well, you know,
What's an apron? That's an apron.
to protect herself from splashing bacon before. So, yes. Anyway. Oh, he took that thing and turned it into a real serpent, made it crawl on its belly.
What's the red bit?
That's them being pushed out of the Garden of Eden.
Oh, right.
Not quite how I pictured it.
So they can't cross that line.
Yeah. Actually, I think they had a couple of cherubs and a flaming, twirling sword, if I'm not mistaken. Something
Yeah.
like that. It's been a while. So
It's like walled.
it's a Bible feature, digging into the past.
So God punished the serpent as well, did he, by making him a snake?
Yeah, basically.
So the lowest life you could be type of thing.
Mhm.
Apart from all the EBGBs and all those.
Isn't the serpent supposed to be Satan?
Yeah.
Not really, actually.
No?
The serpent's a serpent. Satan only shows up in the Book of Job, and none of the New Testament shows up in there. But I mean, some people have used it allegorically to basically be Satan or the devil, but it's just supposed to be the serpent.
I do think it depends upon your translation of the Bible. So,
There you go.
and your the story as taught by your Sunday school teacher. So,
Yeah, well,
This is
I'm
my
going back to
opinion.
Babylonian
This is my
myths.
opinion, and you will go with it.
everybody has their own. Yep.
Yeah.
You can have an
Cain
opinion
and
as
Abel.
long as it's mine. Now, this is the dodgy part, but I'm not going to say any more than that.
Oh, I have some definite dodgy parts because of this myth.
The dodgy part.
No. Just that there were two brothers, and Cain was jealous and ended up murdering Abel.
I like the Cain and Abel story in the EC run or whatever it is. They did Cain and Abel, didn't they?
Yeah,
Was it EC? I can't remember.
Warren, I think, had a
Warren.
Warren?
Cain
Warren.
character. Yeah. Erie, I think, had a Cain
Erie.
character that was wandering
Yeah,
here
well,
for a while.
Didn't Warren have was it Uncle Creepy and Uncle Eerie or something? Because
Yeah.
DC came and Cain and Abel with the House of Mysteries and the House of Secrets.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
It's funny how two blonde people would produce a brunette person.
it's genetics.
What are you going to do?
He's
How they
actually a
show these
ginger.
people. It's because he doesn't have blonde hair. He's
It's
not
like
blonde.
blue and brown eyes, isn't it? It's all weird.
He wasn't the favorite one either. So there you are. There's that.
Hey, Abel, come over here. What's that over there? Whack.
And another exiling.
Yep, they sent him to the land of Nod to
The
be with
generations of
people there.
Adam. To be with who?
Question comes the people of Nod.
Mm.
The question now comes from where the hell did they come from?
Yep.
Well, we're not here to answer the big philosophical questions. We're just here to look
No.
at pretty art.
We are
Just to
just
look
here
at a
to-
comic book.
We're looking at a comic book. Generations of Adam. A lot of begots.
See that we've got the first. Even how long is this into the story? How many years is this? Say 50 years. We've got the first smart ass. He's playing two flutes. He's not happy playing one. He's playing two at the same time.
Had to get a backup track.
Yeah, no, it could definitely be it. No. Was it Adam?
Only took him four to six chapters in, so we're still on Genesis.
Fantastic artwork.
The art's amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's the House of Mystery with Cain and Abel.
House of Mystery, House of Secrets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly drawn by Sergio Aragonis.
There's a lot of Wrightson in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of really big people in that.
Yeah.
On
The
both of those
Wrightson
mystery
stuff
titles, yeah.
is the stuff I remember from when I was a kid.
Rates and stuff is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
House
there's-
of Mystery. Yeah.
Everybody worked on those titles at one point or another back in that. Everybody that was around back in those days.
Wrightson
That's,
71, this one, with
Yeah, it was right after the softening of the comics code.
God, how good is that?
There's some Toth in there. All of the Filipino artists all worked on those titles too. Redondo and Chua and Alcala. There's some just really pretty stuff in there too.
We have
Just
showcase
excellent
people.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
There
look at
are Showcase presents. There's two, I think, of each: House of Mystery, House of Secrets. If you like that stuff in black and white and large newsprint volumes,
Yeah.
there you go.
Have a quick look at this. This is a Bernie Wrightson piece. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
Look at that.
Yep.
This
I
is
love
so
Wrightson so much.
so damn good. And
And
this is him just being playful. This is Wrightson being playful.
that's
Like there's a lot
very
of comedy in this.
very early in his career too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
so-
gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. There you go. Quick aside.
Fantastic.
that was worth it. I'll always stop for Wrightson.
One of the things
Yes.
I'm enjoying about this is the colouring, very understated.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
We can
Not
see
in
the
your
this,
face.
The artist is gorgeous. I mean, it's one of the reasons I have this book.
Might be a little sun bleached because there's some yellowing here in the newsprint as well. So
Yeah, but it would never have been super bright.
it's
though,
still
would it?
beautiful. No,
Yeah.
never would have been.
And some of the line work in this is lovely.
Oh, the inking on this is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the Land of Oz treasury that we looked over by Ocala. Just some beautiful shading work, line work, hatch work. Just great stuff. Noah and the flood. Really, there's a lot of this layout looks very much like Kubert. I wonder if he went through and laid it out for him.
He might have.
Maybe.
Some of the
I
body
can definitely see
position
that happening.
really reminds me of it. Off to Noah.
Gotta be careful with his leg there.
He knows what he's doing. He built a big ark.
It's like when he's finished sawing that, he's just going to fall through it.
Yep.
It'll tip. Yeah, it'll tip up. Yeah.
He wasn't exactly known for his boat making skills.
Yeah, no, nobody's going to. No, that's not good.
I think that was a point he brought out to God when God told him to make the ark.
It was. What do I know about boats?
At least he had a good metal triangle though to make sure.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that. Yeah.
And a modern bow saw. That's cool.
40 cubits by 40 cubits. Right. What the hell is a cubit?
They knew what a cubit was back then.
I don't know.
4 times
that
what it is.
That's an average man's the width
Like-
between his tallest finger and his elbow, right?
Yep.
Yeah, middle finger and his elbow. That's a cubit.
It's a very accurate unit of measure.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, that is gorgeous. The perspective on that is great.
Yeah. Just all of the work in general is just amazing on this. A little bit of misprint here. Old style color bar sitting there, it looks like.
Is that one of the other pages that's just kind of
It
off
is.
center? Yep,
Yep.
that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
it's
Okay.
just the stapling.
Yeah.
Just a stapling.
You can see Harrison Ford making that, can't you, with that blonde guy in Witness?
Say what? Say what?
Just before he
said-
took his blaster out.
You could see, no, not him. You could see Harrison Ford
Oh,
with that blonde guy in Witness, that Amish guy making when they make the barn. You could see Harrison
Oh, yeah.
Ford at the top there on that beam across. That's Harrison Ford and that guy
Yeah. It's Harrison Ford up there with
with the guy in Die Hard.
the guy from Die Hard.
Oh, look, in the back, there's Jimmy Carter.
Bruce Willis. What? Yeah.
Oh look, George Burns.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a plan in there. I like that. Keep your boat simple. It'll work.
Let's see. They have the lions there. A little
I
curious.
love the way they're all so well behaved.
Yeah. Well, they all fought it out before they got in line. So, anyway,
Is that in front of the monkeys?
It looks like they're both female though. So
Is that in front of the monkeys?
I don't know. Wolves?
Wolves? One monkey saying to the other, what are you
Something
doing
between
here?
the giraffes?
I haven't got a clue. I just got in behind these walls and started walking, mate. Don't know what you're saying. I heard there was some free bananas up in that big boat thing.
Oh, hyenas.
Oh, the hyenas. The
yeah.
hyenas told them to go. Do female elephants have tusks?
I think it depends on the breed of elephant. I'm not positive.
They must because they're still around today.
What? No,
What?
female elephants.
Oh.
As against
There-
male
there-
elephants.
There's no tusks there. So,
No, that's because she's behind him.
yeah.
Yeah, that's blocking.
If she did have tusks, and which would
And
either prove or disprove my question, I
And
wouldn't
don't
tell
forget-
because there's another elephant in the way.
There you are. Doesn't matter.
It's a moot point. I can't
Yes.
see through the first elephant. They could be gay elephants. They could be 2 male elephants for all I know. I don't
They can't.
know.
They can't be too gay. Anyway,
Yes, they
No
do
one
have-
can ever be too gay.
African elephants. They tend to have them, but they're just small.
you were saying, Glenn?
I can't remember. Move
Okay.
on.
Moving on. Time for the flood.
Look at that. Oh, lovely lightning there in the sky. That's good.
It sure is.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Oh, well, God, their poor little goat is dying as well. Look, they're drowning.
What
They're
does the
drowning the
goat do?
goat. What did the goat ever do to God?
Exactly. What did the goat ever do? Or that little baby there? I mean, what was he dealing crack?
Can't save them all.
No, apparently you can only save 2 at a time.
Yeah.
This just, I can kind of deal with those 2 panels apart from the little goat drowning there. I'm not happy about that.
You know, yeah, the thing is about this story is that those people, we don't know what they've done, and certainly the kids probably not done a lot. And everything's going in 2 by 2, except for Noah, because he takes all his family.
Yeah, the 7. So, I think it's
Yeah, it's a bit like modern day, isn't it?
Yep.
So you do what I tell you, and I'll get everybody I like inside. All right, good.
It's been a long time since I've read the myths. So.
Oh, look at that water.
Isn't that
That's
fantastic?
gorgeous.
Oh, effortless. Look at that.
The art in this is just simply amazing.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that's not the way Mount Ararat looks either, but that's okay.
Probably not, but
You can have a right rat, or you can have an error rat. Just
Look
saying.
at where it's settled.
that was just crickets.
How they going? They're all going to get killed. Getting. How's a lion going to get off that?
Jump. I learned a long time ago from my own father. Don't tell jokes for other people's laughter. Just do them because you like them.
That's fair. That's
The crickets don't matter.
and that completely explains the whole concept of dad jokes. There
Exactly.
you go.
I don't give a monkeys. You can laugh. You can not laugh. I don't care. I'm enjoying
We didn't see the
myself.
other side of the rock, apparently. So here we are. They all got loose.
Oh, look at that.
I want to know where the African elephants are, though. The ones with the big ears.
Both of those elephants have tusks, by the way.
Yes, I was about to say both of them have tusks. I mean, how long were they on that boat for?
Long enough to grow some tusks. Apparently.
Was that-
40 days.
I think
40
it's
days.
supposed. I think it's
I thought-
supposed to be the
Really?
flood itself lasted approximately 1 year. Because when they say 40 days and 40 nights, it usually just means
That's-
a really long time.
Isn't that how long it rained? 40 days and 40 nights?
Yeah, 40
that's-
nights.
Isn't that like over here you got St. Swithin's Day or something like that?
Yeah, basically. But yeah, so
Didn't Jesus go into the desert for 40 days and 40 nights as well?
yeah, it just means
Don't
long
they like
time.
40?
Yep. Literally,
Right, okay.
long time. That's it. That's what it means.
So
Moses-
no babies were born on there.
Well, probably not. I don't know.
Okay.
Can't say.
It's been a long time since I've actually read
It's like
that chapter. of Genesis.
the hyenas have obviously really annoyed the monkeys because the hyenas are no longer there.
Yeah. What a great zebra, though.
All of it's great.
Where's
Come
the
on.
other post behind it? Okay, I do see.
It's fantastic.
Love the line work on those cows.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way the rock, if you look at the top left-hand panel and the big panel, the rocks change shape and it's lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would call that God's will.
Yep. Yeah. It's
Onward we go. School days and Bible times. So our story ends there after the ark. It doesn't go on with.
And of course, we've got to have
Everything.
the rainbow.
Absolutely.
Da 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 da.
It's a bit-
Rainbow high.
Considering the artwork we've just been looking at, that rainbow's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit shit. Sorry, dropped one. It's a bit naff, especially when you look at it compared to that. when you look at it compared to that rock,
Yeah.
the mountain and the line work on it, and then you see this
I think he's
naff rainbow.
I think he sent the pages in, and somebody said, "Put a rainbow on that."
Put a rainbow in it, will you?
And they got the compass out.
Rainbow in there? I mean, it is part of the myth and all. Oh, right. Forgot.
It's not a double rainbow.
It would have been better if there'd been no ink lines.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
also got.
If it
It's
had
also
just been
got
the colours.
It's got 9 different colours. I thought there were 7 colours in the rainbow.
all the
Richard
colours
of
in the rainbow.
York gave birth in vain. 7.
That
God
one's a
gave them-
spectral rainbow.
God gave him a rainbow to promise he'd never make that kind of a disaster again.
Oh, well, that'll do it then. You just
Yeah.
killed my baby goat, and I'm supposed to feel good about this because you gave me a rainbow.
Here's pretty. Here we are.
I do dig this guy's checked suit, though. That's really nice. That
Isn't it nice pattern?
I reckon that's in Fashion Week right now. Like one nipple out.
Yeah. Must have been a real fun looming job too.
I think I might have to try that. See how it works well. When
Yeah, see how that goes down well in America with a
Yep.
female nipple. Yeah,
She'll attract a
Nipocalypse.
little attention. Yeah.
The Nipocalypse will turn up.
See, if you look at the centre panel, it says school lunch was brought from home, perhaps a roll or 2. So you see 2 rolls, but there's obviously something else in there.
Chocolate.
Chocolate and an apple and banana.
Yeah.
Cheese.
There's an apple in there. There's like a bar of there's a Snickers in there.
Yeah, there's a granola bar.
Mm.
Some tomato juice.
And then when the teachers were saying, I don't think that's particularly healthy, they started shoving chips over the fence to the kids.
And
And the odd meat pie.
Over the fence.
poorly cooked square pizza.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah,
came
yeah,
to
over
love in
here.
their later years. Yeah.
Over here, they'd
Over
get
meat pie.
over here be a meat pie, and in America it'd be a pizza, a slice of pizza.
Pizza.
Zuggerat.
Pork pie.
Cigarette. Oh. Wow,
Time to Babylon.
very impressive.
That looks like a scene from Las Vegas. Tower of Babel. I'm sure that's a casino, isn't
Big
it?
casino.
I'm pretty sure. If it's not, it should be. It would fit right. It would fit well in the safe zone.
Oddly,
Tower
no
of
Sodom
Babel.
or-
The house
or-
always wins.
Or Gomorrah. No Sodom or Gomorrah casino on the strip. How
No?
odd.
No.
No. Anyway.
The cigarette. That's cool looking. The Tower of Babel.
Tower of Babel.
That's where all the babes hang out.
Oh, they were going to build a high tower. Go up and visit God.
Yeah.
Look at
Go
that.
say hi. And
That's
God's like,
lovely.
"You're working together too well. I got to fix this problem."
Look at that wonderful inking along with the colour work on that.
The fantastic line work
Yeah.
here. Cross
Yeah, the
hatch.
line work.
Incredible subtlety in this
Yeah.
sky.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then quite flat for the rest of it, just in conjunction with the line work. It's just really nicely done.
You know, the
I
sky
love-
is red because Superman hasn't arrived yet. Yeah. What a great
Funny.
drawing, though. Just phenomenal.
That was amazing.
Oh, God. Gorgeous again.
Yep, they were building it so high, God confused everybody and made them speak different languages.
Yeah, which is why we all speak different languages now, apparently.
That's
Mm.
exactly the reason.
So we
Well,
can't unify against God.
Exactly.
Well, they couldn't just turn them all into Republicans and Democrats. So
They're all speaking a different language, aren't they?
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, dear. Soldiers in the time of Abraham. Why has he got donkeys rather than horses?
It's half an ass.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird.
That is
Didn't-
really weird.
Didn't horses develop later when they're very small and live in Saudi Arabia area? And
I
they
think-
were very small, and they
Yeah.
all of a
I
sudden.
think modern horses have been around for quite some time, actually.
Okay, let's not all speak at once. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't really know about the evolutionary timeline of equestrian beasts, so
No,
I'll look it up.
still, it's a beautiful, beautiful picture.
that was a great picture.
It's great. It's just a bit weird that he's got donkeys.
Yeah,
Different.
they kind of look like donkeys. They're all
They
voiced by
might not be official donkeys. Their ears aren't quite that.
Official donkey.
So they're mules. Got it. All right.
It could be dorses or
The modern day species of equus, horses, zebras, and asses have been around for about 2 million years. They are very different from the earliest known horse, Hyracotherium, otherwise known as Ophius, or Ohippus, or dawn horse. This ancient horse was a small, dog-sized creature that lived from 55 to 45 million years ago. There you go.
So they would be horses. Like weird rat tails too.
Ah, get that
The story
perspective.
of Abraham.
Abraham.
Naked statue lady.
She's got some buns. Look at that.
Probably a false god.
Check out that ass.
Exactly. Those were on the other page.
It's very true.
Floating head. Anyway,
Yeah.
special guest appearance by Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Okay.
Gotta watch out. We gotta watch out.
Mania.
Gotta move it along, brother.
Just so the
Guy's just
public
weird.
knows, yes, we realize we're all going to hell for this.
Oh, look at that face. Isn't that a great face? Look at that.
Those-
It's Abraham.
Oh,
Just all of it.
amazing.
Just I like that lovely line work in the clouds or in the dust storm, or whatever
Yeah,
it
the
is in
dust
front
storm
of
is
him.
amazing.
Wow. It's almost like it's penciled.
Yeah, it does look like it's penciled and not inked.
Thin
It's
ink
just
lines.
gorgeous.
Thin ink
Wow.
lines. That's what it is.
Wow, wow, wow.
Same
It's
thing
really
up here.
getting yeah, it's getting the difference of like the gray texture from it. It looks like.
Yeah. Fall grass withered, flock starved, and famine ruled the land. Great distance shot here.
Again, he says there, we'll take the remainder of our flock to Egypt. Like he'd know where Egypt was.
Generally that way. Up 2 streets and take a left.
Egypt's there. There's Pharaoh.
That pharaoh must be about 12 feet tall if you look at the proportion of him to the people in the foreground.
It grew him big back then.
You grew 'em back then, yeah. I was gonna say that, yeah.
That explains the tall statues.
That's why they have big doors on churches.
That too.
He's related to
You
Goliath.
get the statues in.
I thought that was to accommodate the pointed hats. But anyway,
Yeah, but the hats weren't 15 feet high, were they?
It's
How do we know?
Anunnaki, isn't it?
how do we know? Anyway, Anunnaki.
Anunnaki.
Hmm.
Aren't all the Bible stories just basically rewrites of Sumerian stuff anyway?
A lot of them, yes. They take influence from a lot of different cultures.
Right.
So, yeah, Sumerian and Babylonian, which those are similar anyway.
Anunnaki.
Yeah, that kind of fits. The Enochians were
Philistinians.
well, the Arcadians Acadians were a big influence on it as well. So
The Philistines were 10 feet tall back then.
Noah's Ark comes from the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Yeah, Noah's Ark is a Sumerian. The original is Sumerian.
There's a number of flood myths all throughout. Just about every culture has a flood myth.
Yeah,
and a very
that's because there was a flood,
incredibly similar to Noah. Yeah,
it's because there was a very big flood about 11,000 years ago.
It's like what it was is probably the flooding of the Black Sea area. That's what I believe they think it could have been in reference to.
I think it goes back further than that. I mean, things like Göbekli Tepe, the stuff that they're finding in the Amazon rainforest at the moment. There was even suggestion that one was.
No, if you had something that big, you'd turn the planet effectively into a star.
No, I'm not talking about a flood that covered the whole planet. I'm talking about a very large tsunami that came from either a comet impact or something similar. They're talking about that, the Younger Dryas into the end of the Ice Age. It was about 12,000 years ago, whatever.
They figure there's a 12,000 year cycle.
I don't know about that, but I certainly understand what the geographers are suggesting that is a potential for the end of the Ice Age, and then and then 1,000 years later, the Younger Dryas it created this environment. We had effectively a mini Ice Age, and then that flooded as well, and it was a wall of water. It was massive, and I just think that civilization goes back further than we think it does.
Well, I think it goes back 3 or 4 more times.
Civilization goes back about 6,000 years. And
that's according to the archaeologists. Yeah, but archaeology is not a science, so I don't know.
We only know what we've been able to retain.
I have several archaeologists that would heavily disagree with that.
It ain't a science. But ask my chemistry. Ask my son about chemistry and about science. He'll tell you what he thinks. He's got some very autistic ideas about what's real science.
Really, we know what we think we know. That's
yeah. I would suggest it goes further back than 6,000 years.
Well, it does. That's recorded civilization. It definitely goes back further.
So it would be easy for something like, if there was any kind of organization of human beings back around the end of the Ice Age, then a myth of a massive flood would be easy to come through.
Well, yeah, and
just by word of mouth. Yeah,
and everybody lived near water.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point. Is everybody did? That's what people did. Is they lived near water, and then you've got the water level has risen something like 200 or 300 feet or something in the last 12,000 years.
Transportation. Yeah.
Well, the Nile flooded every year, and that was generally looked as a boon because if it didn't, it means it'd all die. So,
watered all the soil, brought minerals. Yeah.
Anyway, comics.
Yeah, comics.
Look at the line work on this guy.
It's gorgeous.
It just ties down. There's so much that we know, so much that we think we know, and only so
some
much.
Weird lettering going on there on that top of that panel.
This is God.
Yeah. Oh, it's God, is it? Oh, right. Okay.
God is in red lettering
God.
here. Yeah.
God's in the pale lettering, right?
Yep. When God speaks, it's in red lettering.
Have they been putting those odd capital letters in every narration panel, or is it just in this story?
Where are you talking? This?
No, the other panel, the narration panels. Yeah, the top letter.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, but is it just in this story, or has it been in the previous stories?
I think it's been in all of them. Yeah.
That's the same story, though.
That's Tower of Babel, though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we can go back.
All right, was it up at the start? Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
That's the
I've only just noticed.
See, Glenn will tell you it's one of the advantages of being able to hand letter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do your own fancy or your own different style for different people, or Now, Sodom and Gamorrah.
Oh, the
Wow.
fun stuff.
Straight out of a Conan book.
Yeah.
Literally.
Excuse me.
Look at that camel.
It is a great camel.
Have you ever seen such a fantastic camel?
Move on, you swine. You will remain alive at our pleasure. Move on. I agree.
Look at that lovely line work on those rocks again.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Good colouring as well, like we said before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just not getting in the way, is it?
No.
Yeah, somebody knows what they're doing with that. That's right.
It's good old-fashioned comics, folks.
But yeah, I mean, look at this. Pretty much apart from the rainbow, pretty much everybody knows what they're doing, don't they?
Yeah, you stick this in Clip or Photoshop nowadays, you'd end up with a muddy mess.
Mm.
Another Conan panel here. Everybody fighting. Good looking Viking though. Isn't that? Is that Lot? Abraham again. Let's go after them. They're taking the prisoners with them. We must go after them. Oh,
Wow. Look at that. Wow. That horse is a bit small, that horse at the bottom. It must have been one of those ones from 2 million years ago.
I thought those were camels.
those are camels. Necking,
Oh, right.
by the way.
Yeah, they're necking.
The necking camels.
Yep, they're necking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a horse down the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
that's one of those prehistoric horses too.
Those are
Oh,
ponies.
Oehippus.
They're little ponies. This looks like a Moses. It's Abraham again. Abraham, I'm too old to bear a child, but our custom permits you a second wife. A
Oh,
son
that's
by
handy.
Hagar.
It's handy, isn't it?
A little bit.
Should be the same as my own. Yeah.
I bet he's thinking, go on then.
I think Abraham's what, 300 at that point?
Mm.
Probably. Is that Lot or Abraham?
This,
they're calling him Abraham, though they're talking about, they had the logo for Sodom and Gamorrah earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
It's still Abraham.
Yeah, okay.
I hate to think that maybe they threw one out of sync there.
It's been a very
Well,
long time since I've read the Bible. So.
They're getting there. Yeah.
I think we're still in the book of Genesis.
Yeah. I don't think they go much farther than Genesis. Ah,
Quality stuff. Look at the architecture.
Yeah.
yeah.
Quite
This is almost not a comic strip. It's so illustrative.
Mm-hmm.
It's gorgeous.
I want to find other books this guy did.
Nestor, he's done a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of Conan work, if I remember right. A little bit of Conan work. A lot of DC work for a lot of their various stuff. So we can always look him up on Wikipedia.
Yeah. Did he do any Warlord? Because, I mean...
That was pretty much all Mike Grell, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's all Grell and Coletta. Anyway.
Yeah, that'll be good.
They punished Grell by assigning him Vinny for that stuff.
Yep.
Poor old Vinny.
Vinny didn't care. He made money.
Yep.
U.S. work. The 70s, Redondo began to work for publishers in the U.S. The earliest U.S. credit is penciling and inking a 10-page story, The King is Dead, by writer Jack Olek in DC's House of Mystery, number 194. Through the 70s, Redondo drew dozens of such supernatural anthology stories for DC titles, including House of Mystery, Phantom Stranger, Secrets of Sinister House, The Unexpected, Weird War Tales, and The Witching Hour. He drew 6 of the 7 issues of Rima, the Jungle Girl,
Oh, cool.
back in 75, based on the heroine of a Victorian novel, as well as Swamp Thing numbers 11 through 23.
Oh,
DC's
so basically
tab-
after Bryson.
Yeah, 74 through 76. And DC's tabloid-sized one-shot collection of Bible stories, cover titled The Bible, but officially titled Limited Collector's Edition C36 from July 75. Nestor Redondo and his brother Frank Redondo often collaborated and were credited together as the Redondo Studios, including on the Ragman series for DC. That was a great run.
I like that.
That was
series.
way too short of a series. In 1970, Redondo was approached by Vincent Fago of Pendulum Press to illustrate stories for that publisher's new line of comic book adaptations of literary classics. Redondo helped Fago recruit fellow Filipino artists who illustrated almost every comic Pendulum produced from 73 to 79. He illustrated many stories in the Pendulum Illustrated Classics line, including Dracula, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde adaptations, which were reprinted by Marvel Comics 3 years later as Marvel Classics Comics. We looked at a couple of those classic comics about a year and a half ago, I would say. Other adaptations illustrated by Redondo for Pendulum included The Great Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, some Edgar Allan Poe stories, The Odyssey, and Romeo and Juliet. In addition, Redondo illustrated a Pendulum comic history of the American Civil War and biographies of Madame Curie, Albert Einstein, and Abraham Lincoln. In the mid-'80s, Redondo inked the Eclipse Comics time travel series Aztec Ace by writer Doug Moench and pencilers Michael Hernandez and Dan Day. In 1990, he contributed to the second issue of the Marvel Comics superhero series Solar Man, as well as an issue of Innovation Comics Legends of the Stargazers. Redondo collaborated with writer Roy Thomas on an adaptation of Robert E. Howard's Marchers of Valhalla in the mid-'90s, but the finished comic book never saw print. Then he went on. Go ahead.
I said, that sucks.
Yeah. I'm surprised they hadn't found that and printed it. And then he went on to do Christian comics, various Christian comics, in addition to DC Comics One Shot. He illustrated Marx, Lenin, Mao, and Christ, published in 77 by Open Doors and reprinted in 2010 by Calvary Comics. Pendulum's Ben-Hur, published in 78, Born Again Comics #2, featuring the story of Filipino actor turned evangelist Fred Galang. In 88, and A to Z, Behold 3D, and Christian Comics and Games #0 and 1, produced in the 90s by the Nate Butler Studio. Redondo was a panelist on the first Christian comics panel of the San Diego Comic-Con in 92. In preparation for his first International Christian Comics Training Conference in Tagaytay, the Philippines, in January of 96, Redondo wrote on realistic illustration for his main teaching session, but died before he was able to deliver it personally.
Oh, that sucks.
Redondo was living in Los Angeles County, California at the time of his death on December 30th, 1995. And he received the Inkpot Award at the San Diego Comic-Con in 1979. Did the Revengers for continuity, GI Combat, a lot of House of Mystery, House of Secrets, Phantom Strangers, Tales of Ghost Castle #1, all for DC, Aztec Ace 1 through 4. Marvel, he did the Classic Comics 1 and 9, Official Handbook of the Marvel Universe. He was a heavy contributor into that. Did Red Sonja, Volume 3, numbers 2 and 3, Savage Sword of Conan, 51, 85, and 90. And Solar Man number 2.
What was his name again?
Nestor Redondo.
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 And was he just inking?
No, he was drawing.
Because
True
it's
and-
terrible
true
then,
and
because
eight.
over on Amazon, they've listed the book and it hasn't got his name in it. It's just
Well, Kubert
Sheldon Mayer and Joe Kubert. That's it.
Kubert did the cover.
Yeah, but it should show his name if he's done the internal stuff.
Or they list him as an illustrator, I thought.
No, they don't list him as anything. It's just Mayer and Kubert,
Weird.
which
That
is
is
pretty
odd.
disgusting, to be honest.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
Well, Stan Lee drew it, really.
Yeah, must have been.
Well, obviously, Stan Lee drew it. I mean, come
There's a picture of him from his Wikipedia page. So,
I'm just trying to pick out the Swamp Thing stuff.
he came in after Wrightson, so his stuff was
Ah,
probably
right.
overshadowed.
Yeah, I can see it now,
So-
but it's not as good as this, I'll be honest.
Well, let me look at the front of this and see.
I mean, it's good.
Okay,
Don't get me
give me
wrong.
credit.
It is good, but
He definitely seemed like a man of faith, so he might have went all out on this because
he might have been all into this. Yeah.
Could have been, inspired to do it.
Yeah.
Anyone who's ever lifted a pencil to draw a picture or write a story has dreamed of accomplishing a really definitive work. This is the kind of publication that you, dear reader, now hold in your hands. Here at DC, approach the task of adapting and translating the greatest work of literature into our medium of illustrated story form with respect, dedication, and some trepidation. Stories from the Bible told in a contemporary style that would have as much validity today as it had for thousands of years. Sheldon Mayer has exercised his talent in the field of editing, writing, and drawing for decades. They researched many variations of biblical publications, delved into histories, commentaries, and translations in an effort to elicit the best information possible for our project. His script was the result of vast experience and ability, a combination that he has acquired over the past years in our industry. Joe Kubert accepted the position as editor graphic designer with happy anticipation. When Carmen Infantino, publisher at DC, and Joe were neophytes in the business of cartooning too many years ago to mention, they had envisioned the possibility of this publication. Saul Harrison, vice president in charge of production, came to the project armed with knowledge and zeal. Now the possibility has turned to reality. Nestor Redondo is one of the finest talents that the Philippines has produced. His illustrations are held in the highest esteem by his fellow artists. His work herein sets a high mark for excellence that will be difficult to surpass. These men and many others, too numerous to mention, have actuated their dream, but this is truly the beginning, the first of a series depicting stories from the Old and New Testaments into a complete library of stories from the Bible that they never really completed past this point.
I was going to say, I thought that was the only one that they put out. So
Yeah, it's the only one that they did.
I'm going to take my comment back about the Swamp Thing stuff. It's just different. It's far darker. It's almost like he's using thicker pens or a brush or whatever. It's just a completely different approach, but you can see it's him.
Well, don't forget it's also smaller.
Yeah,
So-
it's absolutely brilliant stuff.
But
Brilliant.
yeah, he might have been going after a mood there. with
Yeah, I
some-
think it's the mood. Yeah, I think it's the mood he's after. Yeah,
I'm sure it's what it
I
was.
think at its core is a horror comic. So
absolutely nailed it.
Oh, Here we are.
This is reminiscent of Alcala, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
all of the Philippine
Yeah.
artists
Yeah.
were, unless you were very distinctive like Alex Nino,
See
a
that?
lot of them had the same, almost like they went to the same school, had the same influences.
Mm.
See what, Glenn?
I was going to say, see that top panel there on the left where she says, Lot, there's shouting outside. She should be saying, Lot, Tom Jones is outside. Because in the next panel, it says, that's not unusual, wife.
And then Delilah walks in.
With a knife.
How dare you?
With a knife in her back.
Yeah. Why? Why, Delilah?
Delilah's later when Samson comes into the picture. So
Yeah. It's just a joke, mate.
We know.
As,
I know what you meant. I know.
as I was saying
Calm
before,
down.
we're all going to hell, and we know it. So
So,
I'm blind.
Uh,
Who said I'm blind? Who said that?
it's my eyes, I can't see. I'm blind. God's wrath. Whew.
Zombie apocalypse at the top panel.
Yeah.
Sodom and Gomorrah are going to be destroyed. Sodom's going to be destroyed. Gomorrah.
Not today, but Gamorrah.
Yep.
Okay.
yep, definitely going to hell.
Oh, it's
It's early, folks. We still need our coffee.
Russ. Look at the center panel. Look at the center panel on the left. It says, "Now, Lot, calm down."
No, then. Calm down.
Oh,
Hey,
dear.
they do that, don't they?
I like the way that he's telling him to calm down, and the girl says, "You must have had a bad dream," and all the shit that's gone on before. You'd believe every word he said, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Joe.
But Lot must have been looked at like Noah when he came and approached his family and said, "We got to get out of here. God told me to run."
Yeah.
Just like,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on, we got a barbecue this afternoon. Pack it in.
Run, and don't look back.
Yep, and then
Next shot here.
And the nuclear explosion turned it to salt.
yeah, basically.
Boom.
Oof. Dear, this is
Sheer destruction there.
what you need above there is Galactus.
Yeah.
That guy looks like Tom Daly jumping out of that window.
Here.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's going for
we
a
need a Wilhelm. We
5.4.
need the Wilhelm scream there.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's a whole 2 pages of destruction there.
All just because they're having a few parties, eh?
Yeah. It is where the expression sodomization comes from. So, yeah. Anyway.
Oh,
And we end with Lot's wife.
Turn to salt.
turn to salt.
Don't look back in anger. That's what Oasis told us.
Don't look at nuclear explosions.
Yeah,
Who listens
or
to that?
Oasis
Really
explosions.
bad.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
Don't
I'd
miss
like to
the
see-
next issue. There's a series of stories from.
I'd like to well, there's the proof of that drawing there from the, I'd like to see it all in black and white.
There it is.
That looks different though.
It's been flopped, hasn't it?
Well, no, it's not just been flopped. Isn't that darker in places?
It actually it looks like it was inked by Bernie Wrightson. Is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you go,
that does look like it was inked by Wrightson.
Just flip back to the first page
you
again.
flip back to the
Brett.
first page and see if it's darker in those areas, in those shadow. Maybe it's just my eyes deceiving me. No, it's just the colour. Amazing what colour does there.
Makes you want to see this, all of this in black and white, then, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I definitely would.
Mm,
Are his eyes different? No, they seem.
It has been re-inked.
Yes,
it is darker, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
it is.
surprised if Wrightson inked this.
So the shadows are deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blacks are deeper. I thought it was different.
Outside of being flopped.
yeah, definitely hasn't been flopped over.
But saying that, if that's been inked by somebody else, those pencils must have been super tight.
Yeah,
You can see all the detail on the guy's hair on the colour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The young guy, but then it
All the
goes black.
feathering here. Look at that.
yeah, feathering. Yeah, then it's not there.
A lot more cross hatching here in the hat as well.
Yeah, and the wrinkles on his eyes
Yeah.
are gone.
It's been re-inked, and again, it wouldn't surprise me that Wrightson did it. It really looks like his style.
that really does look like his style. So
I prefer the original one
I'm
then.
surprised if he did that.
Yeah, which you don't normally say about Wrightson, but yeah,
No.
I like the other one.
Nothing wrong with it, but it's just not as good
No.
as the original one.
I find
Well, I think
the
it was
blacks under the chin, on the cheek, and the
Yeah.
black hair, and then the shadow under the rim of the hat. I find it all a bit too dense.
Yeah,
It was probably inked heavier because they knew it was going to be in black and white.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think it needed it. But
No,
Error there, I
probably
think.
didn't. I'm surprised they didn't just take the page and flop it.
yeah,
They must have felt it needed to be darkened up for whatever reason. Interesting. Bibliography, they quote a bunch of texts here. Bible scholar books. Special thanks to E. Nelson Bridwell, DC's resident biblical scholar. Along the bottom here. And again, there's that great.
That's a great drawing, but I bet Redondo would have done a better one.
And Moses wasn't even in the book.
Yeah, well,
There was so much more of Genesis to go. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, they never got to the book of Exodus at all. So
So, folks, you've been watching us go through DC Limited Collector's Edition C36. The most spectacular stories ever told from the Bible by
Wow.
Nestor Redondo. Book is available in hardcover from Amazon, though we don't get anything from if you buy one. We need to get that set up so that we can run links in the chat.
that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
that was spectacular. That was great art.
Yeah, it's a great way to spend a Sunday checking out the Bible and the beautiful art.
Not just that, it really shows off a lot of comics potential too. There's all sorts of different comics covering all sorts of different subjects. Not everything's superheroes, men in tights, and male power fantasies and circle template babes.
Exactly.
Sequential art is a form of communication that can literally cover any topic that you want. You just have to be able to do it competently enough to entertain your reader.
Completely agree.
And definitely work by folks that know what they were doing. So that's it, folks. That puts us at about an hour and 20. We deeply appreciate you stopping by. If there's anything that you want us to take a look at, we'd be more than happy to consider your suggestions. Leave a comment wherever you're seeing this, wherever you're watching it. We do appreciate you, and thanks for hanging with us, even though we were pre-recorded. We deeply appreciate you going through this book with us, and we hope you were minding your manners in the chat. So it's probably best we pre-record this episode anyway, because the chat could probably get out of hand.
Yeah.
We didn't cover this to discuss religion or philosophy. We showed it in order to show off the great artwork and again the potential power of sequential art of comics.
Mhm.
You know, and we're glad you were here with us for that. Next week there'll be more stuff. Next Sunday we should be live, and we'll take your chat then. Hopefully, we'll be live.
May
I'm
still
not
be
quite,
alive.
not quite sure just yet what we'll cover, but hey, we'll cover something great just as good as this. So stop back in. Also, we do this on Friday morning as well. Comics by Night. You can find those archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel, where we've covered a lot of great stuff. Just a couple days ago, we went through... what did we go through?
Bravo.
2 days. Bravo for Adventure. That's right, by Alex Toth. So in the week before that, we covered Superman versus Muhammad Ali.
Which was superb.
Another excellent treasury. So next week, maybe Joe Kubert's Tarzan. We don't know. We'll
that'd be
figure it out.
awesome.
We'll figure it out when we get there. We hope you stop by. Russ, tell folks how people can find you.
You can find me at russleach.com. Sign up for the email list there to keep abreast of everything that's going on in the world of Russ Leach and Arrow Comics as well. So if you want to pick up a copy of The Atlantean, you want to find out how it's getting on, the links for the new retail versions of The Shadow Kingdom, check that out. So go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list.
Yeah. Cool. You know, we could even go through something a little more modern if we wanted to. I've got the first couple of issues of Savage.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
cool,
From
very
Titan.
nice.
Very, very pretty stuff. I'm telling you. Allison,
Who's
tell
drawn-
folks where they can find you. Sorry, Glenn. You were
I
saying?
was going to say, who's drawn the Conan?
It's a group of folks. So it's not
Robert
everybody on-
Latour, is it? And Braithwaite is a guy called Braithwaite, does some as well.
Yeah, David Lee. Well, that's the creator, publicist. Looking. Jim Zub, Richard Pace.
Jim Zub is a writer, yeah.
Yep, Richard Pace did the artwork on number 2. Let's see who number 1 is by. I think number 3 or 4 is currently waiting for me at my local retailer. Whatever the latest one is that they kicked out. Ron, who is it? Max von Palmer did the Conan story, and then there's a Solomon Kane story in the back by
Zurcher? Pat Zurcher?
Yeah,
on
Patrick Zurcher. Yeah, the Berserker. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me on Amazon on New Haven Press, and you can get this book that I wrote about my visits to see Jack Kirby. Lots of pictures in there. Had a great talk with him on a couple of occasions in his house. It's fantastic. Try and get a copy of that if you can. On Amazon also, there's Comics Unlimited, which is my magazine that comes out every now and again about comics, 100-page magazine that I produce. And if you go to Fund My Comic, you'll be able to pick up a copy of my Hatch annotated book. Hatch is the cartoon character I created, and inside you can see lots of published and unpublished pencil work, ink work, colouring, and that kind of thing. So just check it out. But otherwise, just put my name in Google and you'll find me there.
You can find that over at fundmycomic.com.
Yeah.
And also, when you go over to Amazon, look for Comics Unlimited. What a great magazine that is. Well worth your time, well worth the price of admission. There's 15 issues of that, or 14 issues of that available over there now?
15, I think it is, yeah. Working on 16 now.
Look it up. It's fantastic, folks. Allison, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me right here every Friday at 3 p.m. on the Indie Comics Network and my own. I see.
Pardon me.
Yeah. Where was I? On the Indie Comics Network at 3 p.m. I do arting with the Alley Cat. And this week, well, it's already passed. I'm probably doing Cyclops. I'll be doing another X-Men the following weekend. The following Friday. On that, I'm on most social media. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Blue Sky. Pretty much everything but the letter X. So, yeah, I'm pretty good. Other than that,
All right. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work over at aerocomics.store. If you put my name in over on Amazon, you might be able to find a little book called War of the Worlds, Infestation that Caliber Press prints. It's a modern updating of the War of the Worlds. Martians, 100 years later, start invading again. Only we know who they are and what they're about. And it turns into more of a war than a rout. So it's a real fun title. But over at aerocomics.store, you can find all sorts of work that I've done. Some I've written and drawn, like Hero-Bot Zero. Some I've written, like The Fool. Here, and soon, if not already, you can find copies of the Shadow Kingdom over there as well. That I broke down the great Robert E. Howard story. Russ did the artwork for. It's a fantastic product. I can't recommend it to you enough. There's Hero-Bot Zero there, and Paragon, also superhero title. That with the artwork by J.R. Harris. And also Calico is over there with artwork by C. Michael Lanning. Other works as well. There are a lot of other people working at Aero Comics. You can find Russ's Only Death Can Save Us, a great little taste of the start of his story. Over there as well, Revolt, which is an anthology title. You can find a couple issues of that. And who knows what else you'll find. Go over there and take a look. Also merchandise, if you like, get a hat with the Aero Comics logo or a mug with the Aero Comics logo or even shoes with the Aero Comics logo on them. Not necessarily Crocs, but you can get shoes, loafers over there. So get some Aero Comics loafers over there. Yeah. Great stuff. Folks, we'll see you again soon. Hopefully, if you enjoyed this program, tell your friends. If you love comics, tell people you love comics. Talk about the comics that you love. There's too much anti-socialness going on those anti-social platforms. It's time to talk positively about this industry and how great it is. What a great form of communication, the best form of personal communication that you can have. And we love doing this show. We don't get our episodes aren't monetized. We don't get any money for doing this. We do this because we love it, because we're inspired by it. And, we like to spread that love around and show folks it's a lot more than just superhero titles. There's so much great stuff out there. Go visit your local retailers, spend some time, look through his back issues. You'd be amazed at the great quality, great entertainment that you can find there just by opening your eyes and taking a look. So much great black and white magazines like Eerie and Creepy and Rook in 1994 from Warren, and a lot of Marvel magazines, Dracula Lives, Monsters Unleashed. There's just so much great stuff that's come out over the years that very few people even realize it existed. Horrific tales, as well as superhero stories, great adventure strips. There's all sorts of things. Great comic strip reprints as well at your more discerning retailers. And we'll look at a lot of that here in upcoming episodes of Sunday Funnies and Comics by Night. Anything else, folks? Are we forgetting anything? Buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours. Take a few minutes out and also check out fundmycomic.com. There's a lot of great campaigns over there that need some love, and a lot of wide variety of material over there as well by a wide variety of creators. There's bound to be something over there that you're going to enjoy. So go over there and check it out, fundmycomic.com. We'll see everybody soon. If you get a minute, run over to the Indie Comics Network. Take a look at the wide variety of programming over there as well. There's a lot of different programs, animation, newer comics, older comics, how to draw, goofy opinions, or like opinion columns, a lot of entertaining material over there. Go over there and take a look. There, even if you don't like this program, there's bound to be something over there that you'll enjoy. Take care, folks. Thanks again for stopping by. Thanks again for looking at us through the week. We love folks stopping in whenever, and our view count has been growing, and we deeply appreciate you being there. Tell your friends. So we love doing this, and we're going to keep. There's so much great comics. We're just not going to stop. So we'll be here. So go over there and take a look. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. See you on the next one.
nobody tell me nothing.
Do you draw the Flintstones naked? There's a market for that.
And who's your favorite Marvel Comics hero? Mine is Superman. Remember the motto? With great power comes great responsibility.
The cops are doing their job as long as they don't be mean to people who are actually being innocent. Then I'm all gravy, baby.
Joke's on you, bitch. I love this shit.
Maybe if you use that voodoo witchcraft on your own trade, you'd find somewhere on the other end of the snake pit. I mean, do you know what a revolutionary soldier looks like? Have you seen photographs? Have you seen paintings? Have you seen charcoal sketches? I haven't seen them either.
Holy shit. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen. And I'm Dennis Quaid, and Dennis Quaid has seen some shit.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.